Hello everybody and welcome to the Bedroom Guru. Hello to all my lovely new subscribers. Lovely to see you here. And as I always ask, if there's anybody that you feel will be inspired by these videos, then please share them to other people so that we can reach as many people as we can. Today I'm going to be doing a card forecast for Virgo, and I've got a vested interest because I'm a Virgo as well. So these are going to be Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus for Virgo. As I always say, it doesn't matter what date you find this reading because your higher power would have brought you to this video when you are supposed to hear it. So please don't worry if the date is out for you. Also, some of the things may correlate to what you are experiencing or what's going to happen in your life. Some it doesn't. However, I've got the most amazing feedback from people via email, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and here saying how spot on they are for you. I must admit I do... Oh, thank you. There's my first card. I must admit I do like looking myself at videos. I find it really interesting. There's some wonderful tarot readers out there and it is jaw-droppingly spooky how these cards are so accurate. Okay, so the first card that's flipped out is a beautiful card. Wow, that's the Chariot. Okay, there's the Chariot. I will explain them as we go on. I'm going to be doing a 6-card reading and I'm going to be doing clarifiers on anything that I need to ask questions on. With my beautiful angel cards that I used on angels. Next card out is the Two of Earth. Wow, that correlates wonderfully to the Chariot. Okay. My lot, could you give me the next card please for Virgo? Thank you. Queen of Fire. And that is in reverse. Okay. We've got a lot of decisions to be making here, Virgos. Got a lot of decisions to be made. Wow. Thank you. And the next one is the Hermit, and that again is reversed. Yes, I will do. I've just been told by a lot that we'll be also doing an outcome card. Sorry about the shuffling, but I find it easier to shuffle, thank you, when I am Page of Earth. Fantastic. Wow, that's good. Nice bit of money coming in for you Virgos. I don't feel the energy right when I'm shuffling beforehand, so bear with me. It's like when I want to, I'm like, hurry up, I want to see what's coming. So do I, because I'm a Virgo. And I need to know what's happening. Thank you. Next one is the Three of Water. Celebration, wedding. Wow. Wow, we've got a lot of interesting stuff coming up here for you, my little Virgos. Happy birthday to everybody, by the way. I hope you're doing something special for your birthday. Make sure you do, because it's all about you, my lovelies. It's all about you. Thank you. Oh, we've got 2 cards for outcome. 5 of Earth. And then we have the Knight of Fire. Please excuse me. As you can see, Nicky Alan is very professional. She's basically left her phone on and we don't want that going on while we are doing our reading. Okay, we've got our spread, darlings, and this is where we're at. Now, first of all, we have pulled the Chariot. Now, the Chariot, if you can see, that is an excellent card. The Chariot normally depicts going ahead, forging forward and making changes in your life. It's about grabbing hold of everything you've got and moving forward. The Chariot can also refer to, you can see the two horses there, the Chariot can refer to two decisions or two paths that you need to make, okay? The thing is that it's next to the Two of Water. Okay, and so this is basically saying that there's a lot on your mind. The Two of Water is a card that seems to represent you being full of many thoughts. Many thoughts are going on in your head. There is a specific situation, I'll go on to that in a moment, but you've got specific thoughts going on in your head and they're racing. They seem to be racing and racing. Shall I or shan't I? Shall I do this or shall I not do this? This can relate to work decisions, relationship decisions, anything that you know at the moment. As soon as I mention it, you're going to know what's in your head, okay? You need to make decisions and make priorities on what you actually need to be doing. Now, the racing thoughts don't help anybody. They just sit there and stress us out. We lose sleep and we're always thinking about them. As I always say, the easiest thing to do is write out the pros and cons of the situation that's weighing your mind at the moment. However, it's time, Virgos. In the next month, I would say, the next 6 weeks, you're going to have to start making decisions on what you want to do. I've got a feeling that if you don't make this decision and don't go forward and forge forward, with confidence, you're going to find yourself stuck in a situation, and those racing thoughts are going to remain there until at least after Christmas, where you're going to have to try and deal with it again. So this is take a deep breath, things that you've been putting off, things that you don't want to do, you just got to ride on in there and go for it. You've got to go in there and basically say, this is what I want to do, this is my decision. Don't sit around dithering. It's not a good energy for that at the moment. Virgos, we're in the season where we want to make change. We want to look at everything that's available to us. We want to look at options. We want to look at what fits us best in our lives. That's the most important thing. Okay, now, this card is reversed, which is the Queen of Fire. So I'm going to work with reverse, okay, today, because I've checked the cards from before and they were all in correct order. How they get into reverse, I don't know. The Queen of Water normally depicts confidence. It normally depicts a situation of emotions where you're thinking, right, I've got everything sorted, I'm totally fine, I'm very confident, I'm going to go for it. But this is reverse, my lovelies. So you're pulling back on making decisions, you're pulling back on your own self-confidence, your own self-worth. At the moment, I kind of still feel this is going towards a relationship, Virgo. I feel that with the water emotion card, that we're going towards perhaps matters of the heart. We're making decisions about perhaps our children, we're making decisions about our relationships, our marriages, our friendships. We need to give. Something's got to give, so we need to make that decision. I always find that once we make a final decision, then basically the rest follows, the universe will follow. You would have been getting signs and synchronicities that are pushing you towards perhaps something you don't want to do, but you know you've got to. And so look at that, look at the signs and synchronicities. Perhaps you're getting numbers repeated to you that you keep seeing, that is reminding you, you need to get on with this, you need to make a decision, you need to decide what you want to do. As I say, you have to go forward with this. It's really, really difficult because with this card, the Earth, you're looking at logic, you're looking at how it's all going to transpire, you're looking at material aspects, you're looking at situations in your life where you've then got it mixed with the decision, then you've got it mixed with your emotions. The problem with emotional thought processes are very loud in your head, okay? And some people think that that is your intuition. It isn't. You have to look beyond those little voices in your head, the monkeys in your head, and feel within you. Feel that gut instinct, okay? Feel the gut instinct inside of you. What do you feel as soon as you bring this thought process up? Have a look at the situation that you know that needs to be changed or dealt with, and then just really sit there just with that thought. Picture the person or the situation in your mind, and then see how your gut instinct, your solar plexus reacts to that, okay? Because I just keep feeling there's just a kind of sense of imminence. There's a sense of you need to be dealing with this now. Do you really want to wait until after Christmas? And then it's there again for the new year when we should be looking at fresh approaches, fresh, energies here. I've got a feeling as well, I've just been shown the moon, which relates to Pisces Pisces and water signs, okay? So Pisces, Cancer, I need you to have a look at if any of those sort of signs are in your life at the moment. And we generally tend to mix well with those Virgos, but perhaps this is a situation we need to walk towards, we need to work with this water sign, or we need to step back. That is your decision, okay? Only you can make it. Can I please also add there as well that I don't want you to be listening to what other people say too much. You need to be absorbing what you want for your life at this moment in time. If it makes you happy and you need to make a hard decision, then that's normally the right one. I was told years ago that by making an easy decision, it's normally the wrong decision, okay? We need to literally fight for what we want. We need to move forwards and we need to actually go for this, okay? We need to go for it. We need to change our circumstances. I feel that some of these decisions that are making are quite life-changing. I feel like perhaps it's even to do with moving or changing location, okay, to do with work or to just do with the fact you're not happy where you are. But there's going to be a bit of a bumpy road with you settling, okay? I've got a feeling I'm being shown that April next year will be the complete settlement period for you. These are the people that are deciding to make the change. April is your settlement period. If you're waiting for that job, if you're waiting for that move, you will look back in April and think, yeah, I've gone through a couple of bumpy roads here in the last few months, but I'm there. Okay, that's what you need to be doing. It really is about you looking within and finding out what you want in your life, okay? This is what I need to be saying to you. Now, it's difficult to make change in life. It's difficult to make decisions when your head is overruling your heart. But I want to say to you, the heart feeling, the quieter voice is your intuition telling you what you should be doing, okay? It could be going against every single essence of your thought process. But you know what? You need to be doing it. Can I just have a clarifier on the Chariot, please, on the decisions that we need to be making, please? Thank you. Yes, thank you, Michael. My goodness, how bloody wonderful is that? Okay, Archangel Michael, whenever I need to make change in my life, no matter what decision, how hard it is, whether it was moving house, whether it's seeing a certain person, whether it's changing my work, whether it was writing the book and wanting to be a writer, everything was huge for me, overwhelming. And you know who I asked to come and speak to me, to come and be with me, to give me the courage to change the things I needed to change? Archangel Michael. So this is your card to tell you the angels have got your back. Whether you believe in them or not, they've got your back. The spirit world has got your back. The universe has got your back. You are being asked and being told to be willing to change your energy. Archangel Michael works on the fantastic royal blue ray. Imagine that colour coming in and ask Michael for your help. You may then get something in the next couple of days, whether it be a feather, the name Michael, or some sort of voice from a stranger saying this is the right decision. He's got your back. Archangel Michael is the biggest warrior. You know, he normally is depicted with a sword. He's the one that is like the warrior of the angels and in charge of the hierarchy up there. And I tell you now, every single decision I've ever made, I've asked for his help and he's been right there, showing me synchronicity and signs. So that is your backup to say, it is time, Virgo, it is time for you to make those changes. No matter how scary they are, you have got the universe behind you at the moment to say no more. I've also got a feeling here as well, guys, that some of you may be involved in relationships where you don't know whether to go forward or not. Can I say to you, there's relationships going on with some Virgos. You know, we're very earthy, we're very, we overthink, we overanalyse, we're very emotional people. We like to be settled, we like everything to be in place, in order in our lives. We like to make lists, we like to see if we're taking the right leap of faith here. I totally get that because I'm exactly the same. However, what I will say to you is that there seems to be some of you Virgos out there, if you're in a relationship where you don't feel you're getting the love back, you're not getting the respect back, you're not getting the acknowledgement, then this is the relationship I'm talking about with you, okay? I just keep feeling you're giving and they're not. It doesn't seem that there's anything coming back for you. And I don't really care, and I know this sounds awful, whether this is a 2-month relationship or a 20-year relationship. It's time to move forward, my darlings. It's time for you to change your lives and start living what you should be doing. There comes a precipice sometimes in the human time scales where the universe just thinks, do you know what, just tell them that we've had enough, they need to move forward. Virgos, as I say, we're very, very conscientious of moves, of change. We worry, we overanalyse, overthink, but this is a no-brainer. You know exactly what this card is meaning. You know exactly what you've got to change. No matter how hard it gets, the universe will have your back. Archangel Michael is right there for you, people. So you go, 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 because he has got your back. Now, the Hermit is basically, again, reversed. Now, the Hermit normally talks about you spending time looking at your options, looking at where you need to go, taking time out, finding solace, getting yourself in, you know, a tranquil, peaceful space. You're not doing it, okay? So you need to. The reverse is that you're gunning ahead, you're ignoring what is niggling you, you're distracting yourself with other things, you're moving forwards and not thinking about what you actually need to deal with, okay? So you need to be pulling this round the right way. You need to be taking time for yourself, taking time out, even if it's a weekend break or walk to the woods, whatever it may be, and start thinking about what you want. It's time to make a life plan for you guys, okay? That's what I need to be seeing here. Time to make you, yeah, I've got that, hang on. Time for you to make your life plan. And again, I keep going to December, I keep going to Christmas. So if you have not made your decision or you haven't made your change, you know what I'm talking about, by December, you're going to be stuck in that period until you make the change, basically. It just feels like at the moment that there's this 3-month pivotal time of making change and going for it. Again, if you're someone that's watching this and it's not relevant with the Christmas and New Year, the 3-month period that you watch this from is the time that you need to start making your decisions, okay? The Hierophant is, again, it's a really magical card for introspection and looking at how everything's going, gauging your life, reviewing it. And that's where Archangel Jeremiah comes in as well, where you can review your life, see what you want, see what you don't want, and what you don't want, pop along to Michael and he will be the one that will help you get rid of it. And trust me, it worked. He found 3 houses for me. He's amazing. And you'll find that out in the book. Me, Myself and I, when that comes out, you'll see that he was an absolute trooper. And the synchronicity and the signs are outrageous. So when we look at the Hermit, we want to take time. We need to take a breather. Stop allowing people to take your time up. Stop allowing people to tell you what they think. You need to do what you want to do, and don't worry about how it affects other people, okay? That's the other thing. Everybody's got their own path to lead, all right? Everybody's got their own lessons and experience to take. So put your decision first, and the people that value you and the people that are connected to you will respect that. You know, you may upset a couple of people by making that change, but to be honest with you, I think inside they'll be secretly relieved as well. With job... yeah, I've got it. With job, we also want to be, yeah, we've got it here as well. With the Page of Earth, okay, this was also in, oh no, this was actually perfect. With job, this card, basically, the Page of Earth, is almost like the Page of Pentacles. It just makes me feel like if you're going to make a decision about a work environment, whether it's, you know, increasing business, or it's about getting promoted or going for a completely different job, this is your time to do it. There seems to be a lot of financial abundance going around at the moment. It seems you've got all your ducks in a row. And perhaps with this decision making, this is going to make it even better. However, I still want to relate to the Virgos that have made the decision because there is a lot of financial abundance there. I don't know if it's coming from you getting a job or a payout, but there seems to be money coming in there. So stop worrying about it. The more you worry about not having money, the more you're telling the universe you haven't got it. So I feel like I've got this real sense of you going forward. Some of you may have to be taking new classes or learning new attributes or getting qualified in a couple of more things to get you where you need to go. This is a time to go for it as well. Financial abundance is all around. Look, all these stars and spangly things here are making it all lovely. It just seems like everything's balanced at the moment with finance, and it seems to be improving. You know, you're surrounded by flowered foliage, so everything is doing well for you here, okay? Life at the moment is good for the people that haven't got that major decision to make. You're doing well, Virgos. It's the ones that have got these big, heavy burdens going on in their mind that we need to get lifted from there, okay? I want to get a clarifier on finance bit, because you know it always goes down to Pentacles. It goes down to happiness, abundance in all earth kind of things: home, life, work, career situation. Just want to, no, I didn't get that. Can you do that again for me, please? Just want to get, thank you. Oh, we've got 2. Right, Grace and Antoinette, to help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view of compassion. Right, we're going back to, again, the decision making, okay? We need some communication. So I don't want you to be, if it's a relationship that you want to leave, or you want to end something that's going to perhaps upset someone, perhaps a business relationship or something like that, do it with grace. Do it with, don't go in there all but guns blazing. Be truthful, speak your truth. Say it with a practical resonance, and just be honest, be honest, but don't be scared to say how you're feeling, okay? Right, I'm happy at peace. Right, this is about Sonia. Basically, is a bit like Archangel Gabriel. She connects with like messengers from the spirit world. So again, I've asked it about the connection with abundance and the connection with the Hermit. One, this can refer to possible inheritance, or there's going to be benefits from people that love you that have passed over. The other side of this card also refers to the Hermit. It was obviously at the upside down. Okay. The Hermit is finding solace and finding some spiritual connection there. So if you've got someone you love up in the spirit world that would give you really good advice, try and concentrate on them in a quiet space. And I tell you, you will get thoughts, processes, visions. You don't have to be a medium to get that. And they'll be guiding you to say, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. Don't forget, the spirit world always there. The people that love us, that have passed over, watch us and know exactly what's going on, no matter what happens. And so basically, you really want to be connecting in and asking, if it's your dad, your mum, brother, sister, whoever it is, just say, what do you reckon? And I'm telling you now, something will happen and you'll think, wow, that is really freaky, okay? Get involved with synchronicity signs, the spirit world and the angel realms, because I'm telling you, you will never, ever regret it. Now, this is a lovely card because the 3 of Water connects with celebration. It connects with real happiness, If you're in a relationship at the moment, or you're looking for a loved one and you're still single, or you're still looking for that special one, it's happening, Virgos. We've got this massive connection coming in on the 3 of Water. Now, the 3 of Water, again, is an emotional card. It represents abundance, happiness. It can refer to births. It can refer to proposals. It can refer to you finding your soulmate. It can refer to you finding the person that you want to marry. It's a massive abundance card of emotion and happiness and love. Very romantic card. As you can see, you've got the main cup there, so we want to make sure that we exercise self-love, but there are 2 cups coming in. Now, the only thing I do possibly see with this, because we've got 2 sea creatures as well, is that, yes, this vibration makes me feel like we've got a soulmate connection here. This is someone you've been waiting for that's going to come into your life. However, I have also got a sense that there are 2, possibly there's a third-party situation here. So the 3 of Cups kind of refers to a third-party situation where perhaps you're in love with someone that's already connected or got baggage with someone, or there's 2 people that you're trying to decide which one you want to be with. Interesting, Virgos, cheeky. Oh, there's the 3rd one there, but these 2 are the ones that I like. Now, this is the thing, right? Because you've got a beautiful dolphin, then you've got a shark. Now then, this is interesting. So I feel like there are 2 people involved in your life at the moment, Virgo, for the ones that are dating or the ones that are single and deciding what to do. One of them feels like he might be not a player, but he's more of the light side of life, less responsible, less stable, but funny, brilliant company to be in, great on a night out. Great mate to have, lots of laughter, lots of fun. However, you've also got the choice of someone here that's very stable, very kind, very committed, very solid. Might not be the party guy you're after, but he's a keeper. He's the one that, is husband material here. So if we've got a situation where you are looking at 2 men and deciding which one you want to give your heart to, I'm feeling the stable one, the one that's grounded, that's looking straight at you with honesty and saying, I've got you. This one, great fun, but I can't see this as being a long-lasting relationship, okay? Again, there might be a couple of months or delay in connection with this man coming into your life, but I'm liking this situation. There seems to be some upgrades in some of you Virgos with your relationships, especially the single ones. But the most important thing here is, which is depicted, is your cup of love, your self-love. The more that you love yourself, the more you take yourself out, the more you treat yourself, the more you're giving yourself this loving vibration that magnifies that and then attracts in the perfect lover or the perfect partner for you, okay? Stop playing around if you are with loads of different dates. We need to pull it back and we need to think, right, I'm looking for the one now. If you are enjoying dating, go ahead and do it. But if we're looking for the serious ones, which Virgos normally do, we like to be stable. We like to know that we're being looked after. We like to know that everything, is solid as we're going along. So I'm liking the lower dolphin here. And I feel like, yes, we could be coming into an energy for some Virgos where you will be meeting soulmates. If it is a bit difficult to begin with, hang on in there. Listen to your instinct. Your instinct will tell you everything. And again, with Sonia, even though she's a messenger for the spirit world, she is someone that basically enables your intuition to be stronger. The more you connect with guides or your loved ones in spirit, the more you're going to know your decisions are wrong or right. And there'll be a tiny little voice saying, what are you doing? Don't do it. And then your ego or your mind will just say, oh, I'm going to do that because. And then you always end up with tears. So let's be very, very forthright on what we want. Let's tell the universe what we're looking for. Let's tell the universe what decisions we're going to be making. And let's go forward, trusting the universe is going to look after us and trusting that we're making the right decisions, okay? Also, this has come intuitively. If there's anybody that is caring for someone or is spending a lot of energy looking after someone that's either terminally ill or have got a long-term chronic illness, can I say to you that you need to start asking for help? You need to start asking for local authorities or finding perhaps a private carer to come in and take the burden off. There is too much going on in your life, Virgo, for this. And I don't mean that awfully, because obviously you love whoever you're looking after, but enough's enough now, darlings. Even if you're thinking about putting them in a home or a residential facility, don't feel the guilt. Just get on with it, darling. Because they're going to be a lot happier and you are going to be a lot happier. I don't know if I'm referring to like dementia or Parkinson's, or that it's like a nervous disorder or brain disorder like that, but it's just come right into my head. And I know that they're always right when they bring those visions in. So it's all about taking the burden. It's making the decisions and taking the load off, Virgos, okay? That's what this is all about for you. The forecast seems to be going up to April at the moment. I haven't seen anything beyond that. So this kind of energy is going to be resonating within you for those next 7 months, okay? Now we have the Knight of Fire. Wow, Virgos, I hope you listen to me. Now, luckily, the Five of Air was reversed, okay? So when you have the Five of Air in its right situation, it says that you've made the wrong decisions, that you've let your ego overwhelm what your intuition is telling you. However, it was reversed. So to me, that's backing up this decision making. It's backing up the fact that yes, you need to make these decisions now because you're going to take yourself further forward. As I said, it's going to be a bit bumpy for us Virgos, but what I will say is that it's going to come out brilliantly. You're going to look back and think, thank God I made that change, because everything's absolutely wonderful. I just want to get clarified on the Five of Air because it is reversed, to make sure that I'm right. Make sure that you, if there's anybody around you, have a look at their motives, have a look at why they're saying what they are saying to you, and see if it resonates with you. You have got to put yourself first, Virgo. This is your turn. Whether it's, doing holidays, changing work, ending, starting relationships, whatever it is, this is your time to go forward. Love yourself, adore yourself, look in the mirror and tell yourself how wonderful you are. It's all about self-love for you, Virgos, at the moment. Okay. Can we just have a clarifier on the Five of Air, please, angels? Can you just show me whoever I'm working with today? Obviously, Michael, thank you for coming in. Yeah, okay. And if you are unhappy but you don't know why, I've just been told, then make the list of things that are like, almost like a bucket list for you, okay? Make a list of things you want to aspire to in the next year. Make a list of where you want to be in a year's time. Make a list of what would make you happy, and then start working on it. It's all about working yourself and working with the other people to get the right... Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? I've just been given a message. I don't even know who I'm working with today. It's a mixture of guides and angels, right? And I was just saying to you about what you want, what you deserve, what you want to aspire to, right? And this card basically says, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your process. Love it when a plan comes together. Out of all the cards, that's the one that was brought to me, Francesca. Okay, so as I said before I pulled the card, make a list of your bucket. And it's not a bucket list of what you want to do before you die. It's, this is what I want in my life. It doesn't matter how far-fetched it is, as long as it's reasonable. You know, some people say, oh, I want to be a millionaire, I want this. No, that's all pants. We want to look at stuff that's going to make you happy. Things that you want to be brave enough to change. Things that you want to really, really enjoy and have in your life. Make the list. Now, Raziel that came up earlier and Jophiel, Archangel Jophiel, are very good angels to connect to help you manifest your desires. Okay, this is where rose quartz will come in, because it's going to give you self-positivity, self-love and abundance and fertility for you to actually make your dreams come into fruition. And as I always say, I work it and I get everything I ask for comes my way. Okay, obviously sometimes you can't judge humans too well, so some humans can muck it up for you, but you know what, everything that I've aspired to, everything that I've said yes please, it's come about. You know, and I've just been, I know this is a parrot, but I don't, unless you live abroad and you're watching this somewhere tropical, right? It's not the parrot, but I like bird totems with you at the moment, Virgo. So if you're getting weird visitations, as I say, in my last video, I said about a sparrowhawk landing a couple of foot from me, which was really unusual. But if you're getting any, you know, birds that are coming at exactly the same time, or you're seeing them in different places, or they're just sitting there staring at you acting unnaturally, bird totems are letting you know, we've got you, we've got your back. Put out what you want, because we're going to deliver. And I've used this analogy before many times, and it was brought to me by one of my guides, Julianus, who said, when I asked about cosmic order, and he said, look, if you get in the back of a taxi and the taxi driver asks you where you want to go and you don't talk to him, he can't take you anywhere. You have to vocalise, think and send out thoughts of where you want to be and what you want, because then they know and they can deliver. But if you don't send it out, they're not going to know where to take you or what paths that will lead you to the eventual place you want to be. Okay, they create the jigsaw puzzles, they put all the pieces in and they put them in front of you, and you have to decide whether you're going to fit them in or ignore it. Okay, so ask what jigsaw puzzles you want and wait for them to come into fruition. Okay, the Knight of Fire, again, a sudden event that needs immediate attention, time for difference, think things through carefully, self-assured, restless, passionate. It was in reverse. So this tells me the Knight of Fire is normally someone that's looking at ambition, is looking at passion, is looking at, I'm going to smash this, I'm going to go for it, but it's reversed, my darlings, okay? So what we want to do is we want to be aware that we are perhaps putting our head in the sand. We're perhaps not being as strong-willed as we should be. We're perhaps not speaking our truth. We're not sticking up for ourselves. We're allowing people to take the mickey out of us. We're allowing situations to carry on even though we're not happy with them. Virgos, come on, let's get a bit of fire in there. Let's get a bit of this in there. Let's get a bit of Venus in there. Let's get the passion back, the love for yourself back, and go forward and start new opportunities, okay? Whatever you've wanted to do, it is now your time to get going. Get going and start making that change. You're accepting your situations too much, darlings. And we are very kind, very earthy type people, and we see the best in everything. But you know what? I think there's people or situations that are taking the mickey a bit now, and it's time for you to start saying no. Okay, so we want you moving forward, we want you changing, we want you to start saying something to people that are perhaps getting on your nerves or taking you for granted. We want you to actually stand your ground and have a voice. You know, that reminds me of that film, was it Little Voice, where, you know, the woman who played Bubbles is absolutely fabulous. And can I just have a clarify for that, please, overall outcome? Where, you know, the little voice where she's singing and she's massive, thank you. And she basically becomes amazing when she's singing, you know. So let's start hearing your song voice. This is just ridiculous, Isaiah. Okay, it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you and protecting you during these changes. I don't need to say anything else, do I, guys? I don't need to say anything else. You need to give birth to new ideas. You need to start deciding what change is coming. You're on a precipice. You're in an energy situation at the moment that's saying, look, this is a time for you to do it. We've also got the pregnancy here, which depicts new birth, rebirth, you working towards something, creating change, creating new life, new abundance. Even if it is, perhaps it could even be literally that you're thinking of having a baby, you know, but this feels more like you creating new ideas, you literally making changes that haven't come about for a long time, so that when you look back, they say as early as April, but let's just say from your birth until your next birthday, you are going to be so amazed by the changes that have taken place, and you're going to be so much happier. It's ridiculous. Security, finance, abundance, love, everything seems to be getting there, okay? And even if you know, you have months of unsettlement, or perhaps you've moved out and you're in a rubbish flat or whatever, it all will come about. You have to trust the process, okay? Again, not particularly a Zaya, but again, we're getting this feeling of we are watching you. There's a call here for most Virgos to get more spiritually minded, to have more faith in an unseen energy that can help you and take you forward. I have, you know, I literally live and breathe my life by the higher power, the universe, angels, spirit guides, and my spirit people. What they tell me is what I go with. I don't listen to anything else apart from that, my intuition, and it has served me greatly. So guys, it's time to make the change. It's time for you to grit your teeth, suck your belly in and think, right, sod it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to change my job. I'm going to leave this relationship. I'm going to start this relationship. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm actually going to make the changes that have been bothering my head for far too long. We started with overthinking, overanalyzing, not being able to take anything further forward because it's all stuck in your head, whirling away, not going very far at all. But we're now coming out with this encouragement from the angel realms for you to move forward, for you to start making changes, for you to start manifesting your desires, asking, this is what I want now, thank you very much, but I can't do it because I need to change this. But then we have Michael coming in saying, I've got your back. I've got your back. Let's be doing this now. Make the changes. Big changes coming up for you, Virgo. And you know what? If they are bad enough situations, perhaps there may be a tiny element of the Knight of Air that will change your situation dramatically, where you haven't got a choice. So be aware of that. Something may happen that which will not give you the choice because it's already taken place and you've got to deal with it. I prefer, my instinct is telling me, my intuition is telling me, I'd prefer to initiate the change myself than just keep waiting for it to change itself and then you have to react to it. Proactive. I want to be proactive rather than reactive in your life at the moment, Virgos. You've got this. You've got it in the bag. Anybody that you trust, anybody that you know can give you good advice, speak to them. Think things through carefully. Make your plans. Make your list. Because I'm telling you now, it's time for change for you. And this change is going to lead to a lot of happiness, a complete upgrade in your life, and everything that you've possibly ever wanted is going to start coming in for you. So, good news for you, Virgos. It feels like everything is coming in wonderfully for you. I especially like the new soul partners as well that are coming in for you. I truly hope you've liked your reading, and I'm gonna watch it later on because I've been channeling all the information. I really haven't taken on board what's come through, but I'll re-watch my video in a minute because to see if I've got any messages for myself as a Virgo. Anyway, with that, darlings, thank you again for watching my videos. I'm so glad that they helped so many of you. Again, happy birthday, Virgos, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. God bless. See you later. Bye.